get some paint, mate, for him. Finish him off. Don't mind that at all. Running out of mannequin heads, mate. Running out of fucking more mannequin heads. I gotta get some spray paint, dude. I'm not happy with the hair, so I want to get some spray paint and fucking finish it, mate. Yeah, it's not bad, eh? Some masks, man. lorddobby on eBay. lorddobby on eBay. I could do with a sale, man. I'm pretty fucking broke at the moment. Plenty of masks on the counter though. I'll try and clear out that other Corey I got today. I've got one more Corey sitting there, man. Ready to fucking paint up, boys. So I'll come back and I'm with some paint, mate, with some materials, and finish that other Corey. Try and stay on your path, boys. Always trying to stay on your path, mate. No, tomorrow, mate. Tomorrow. Tomorrow, mate. This time tomorrow, mate. This time tomorrow. Scared as fuck, mate. Haven't been able to eat. I didn't go to bed last night till really late, and I just woke up now. My first time I've ever slept in. I tried waking up at 7, and my body wanted to get up, but my brain wanted to get up, but my body couldn't. My body's a 56-year-old body. It just says, I'm not going anywhere. That's what it fucking says to me, mate. My body, oh my God, mate. And then I've got to have a coffee. I can't even function without a fucking coffee, mate. I'm gone. I got my wallet, mate. I'm gonna make sure I got my wallet. Last time I left without a wallet. Yep, I got my wallet. Okay, I'll go down and get some paint, man. Get out of the house. You know, stay positive. Stay functioning. You know, the Halloween season will end, mate. And they'll be back into the Slipknot again. I have got so many watches on my stuff. I have never had this many watches on my masks, ever. You know, like there's like 18 watches on a clown mask. The Corys have got like 13 watches on each mask. Yeah, I know, I've never had that many, ever. So I'm pretty happy about that. At least my artwork gets views, you know? At least they look at it. So I'm on my way to go for a job interview. Try and improve my life a little bit. I've got to go to Frankston for that one. And then I'll grab some paint, mate. I'll grab a can of spray paint. I've got a little bit of fucking Seno left over, mate. The bills are paid. I paid them this morning and I paid the rent this morning. So I'm pretty proud, pretty happy with myself. Like I've still got that functioning. You know, I'm not a completely lost a lost project, so to speak, boys, you know? Like we are trying, mate. We are trying. Looks like they've chopped the shit out of this, mate. Looks like they've cut it all fucking back, mate. Look. I've got these great big logs over the path now. We haven't been up this way for a while. Hope you're having a good function week, ladies and gentlemen. Inside this matrix that we live in, I hope that you are cracking away nicely. I hope you got a little bit of paper behind you, and I hope you got someone in your life that loves you. You know? Something real, mate, not fake. The fake, I love you, you're so nice. Fucking fake, mate. All fake. It's nice, eh, boys? What a fucking day, mate. Look at that. Look at that day. Fucking blue skies, man. Not a single cloud. Fucking Melbourne, mate. And I'm still standing here with a jumper on, mate. It's not like 50 degrees outside, yeah? It's nice, eh, boys? Stay positive, boys. Stay positive. Even when the world is stacked against you, you got to stay positive, okay? And I know I'm the one talking, and I do a lot of talking, and I find it hard to put it into function myself. It's been a really shitty week, and I'm nervous as anything, mate. I really am. I don't know what's going to happen, and we'll find out tomorrow. Yeah, find out tomorrow, man. And maybe one day we'll see our Echo, mate. See the Echo girl. Fuck. My little Echoer, mate. She's a good kid. Lovely child. Yeah. Fuck. I miss her, man. I miss her terribly. Terribly. Anyway, stay on your guard, boys. Stay on your guard. Stay on your path. That's it, man. Give us a follow if you haven't given a follow. Give us a like, mate, if you haven't given it a like. Yeah, not too many people like my streams for some reason. I get a lot of views, but not many comments. So a friend of mine calls me last night. I've known him for a while. And he's just met this girl like a month ago, man. A month, mate. Not even a month. Or maybe just over a month, I'd say. And she's telling him that she's pregnant, mate. She's pregnant. I said, well, how long have you known the chick, And he said, just over a month, rah. So you're trying to tell me that she fell pregnant like the first day that you met her? Because if you've only known her for a month, generally it takes 2.5 months, something like that, or at least a month to know that the girl is pregnant, because she's got to miss her things, mate. So that's a month right there. So are you sure about that? I don't want to fucking, I'm just saying to you, and he's going, oh, well, I'm going to be a dad, right? There's nothing you can't twig the guy. He's not going to twig on his own, right? I mean, you try and throw those things, those ideas into his head and say, well, if you've only known her for like 6 weeks, and you can't even say it's 6 weeks, you said it's just over a month. So, unless she fell pregnant like the first time you actually were with her, magic fucking sperm that you've got, you might want to have a little think about that one, my friend. Because what'll happen, mate, is that he'll get all in love and he'll think it's his, right? And then it'll dawn on the chick, maybe, and she'll go back to the ex. She'll go back to the ex, bro. Okay? I didn't tell him that. I didn't say anything, okay? I just thought my friend's going to get hurt, mate. He's going to get hurt in a couple of months or in a couple of years. Yeah, he's going to get hurt. Because something's going to happen, mate. Something's going to twig, Because I don't think if you've only known the chick just over a month that, that she's going to stand there going to telling you that she's pregnant. Because if she's pregnant, that means that she's already along enough for her to be able to tell that she's pregnant. And if that's the case, then you would have known that 2 or 3 weeks ago when you missed your things. So I kind of felt really sorry for the guy, to be honest, because I can see through the cloud and he can't. He can't see through the cloud. He doesn't see anything in what I'm saying or what I'm asking, Just a few logic bars get thrown in. And other than that, I just congratulated him and said, well done. It's, I'm glad you're going to be a dad. And in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, far out, dude. There's a lot more to being a dad than just congratulating yourself. You don't have a job. You live at home with mum and dad. You're 36 years old. You don't have a job. you're on the Seno, okay, and you're a dysfunctional human because you're in and out of mental hospitals. Like, he's in and out of mental hospitals, boys. He goes in and books himself in, and he stays for a few days. I don't know. I really don't. And yeah, he's done that quite a few times since I've known him. He's gone into the hospital, and he just goes in there for a few days and comes back out again. But it just doesn't seem like a functioning thing, you know? Like, I don't know fucking women, mate. I really don't. It just seems like she's picked a good target kind of thing, you know? But he's unemployed, living at home with mum and dad, mate. There's not much he can offer. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. I couldn't be bothered jogging, mate. I really couldn't, mate. I'm fucking buggered walking. Oof. I get tired just fucking walking, mate. I get tired just watching them. I feel like my body's worn out. That's all. I don't know, after everything I've been through kind of thing, all this time period and all this stuff that I've had to do, the mental, you know, gymnastics of it all, it's kind of like just worn me out. It's just worn me out, bro. And then I haven't been eating a lot. I just can't seem to eat, mate. I'm not fucking hungry, and yet I should be. You know, I had a meat pie for dinner, and that was really, really late, just so I could go to bed, mate, because my stomach was hurting, so I got to put something in it so I can go to sleep. And that was it. That's it. I had toasted sandwiches, man. Toasted sandwiches. Yeah. And you wake up really early, mate, and I still think about my daughter every day. Every day I get up, I still think about her. I think about her before I go to bed, and I think about her when I get up. And that'll never change. So we'll see what happens, boys, okay? Tomorrow's the big day, mate. Tomorrow's the big day. Fingers crossed, yeah? Fingers crossed. And they all seem to like watching my lives, mate. They have a little complain, a little watchy, a little complain, write a little report, you know, and they figure to themselves, if I write enough reports, then they're going to take him off the line. They're going to take his channel down. You know, they'll remove his channel from him. And I don't think it works that way in Australia. I mean, I'm allowed to have an opinion. I'm allowed to talk about my life, whether somebody likes it or they don't like it. It's, you know, we have free speech here in Australia. You know, another person can't come to you and tell you that you can't do this or you can't do that. You know, they've got their AVO orders you've got to obey, because then they can put you into jail. Yeah? And that's what they will do, boy. I was arrested, mate, just for liking someone's comment on Facebook. I was arrested, mate. I got a $1,500 fine, and all I did is like someone's comment. And the comment was, I hope you see your daughter sometime. That was it. And I just liked that comment. So bang, man, I was put in the back of a paddy wagon. Fuck, swear to God, dude, handcuffed, taken down the station, arrested, charged, and fined $1,500. As if I've got any fucking money. I said to the cop, I'm on Centrelink, man. You know, you may as well make the $1,500 $10,000. Okay, make it $1 million. Okay? You know what I mean? Because I've got no way of paying it anyway. And I'm thinking to myself, even if I had $1,500 in the bank, I ain't paying you. I ain't paying you. That's another $1,500 away from my daughter. You know? I can't buy food or whatever. Shit, dude, I'd rather spend the money on toys or fucking clothing. You know? It's all right, man. I'm at the end of my trails, bro. The end of my trails, man. Okay? The end of my, you know, what do they call it? Adventure. You know, the end of my, my all-out 3.5, 4 year battle. That'll end tomorrow, I'm afraid. That will completely end. It doesn't matter what the You know, the only choice the court has, mate, is to do what the person wants them to do. So, because they won't come down on a woman. Okay, they won't come down on a woman, mate. So she's allowed to ignore everything. You know, she's allowed to do whatever she wants, say whatever she wants, accuse whatever she wants. There'll be no accountability for that. So the person is never going to agree to a court order or never going to obey it. So, you know, your court order doesn't really mean anything, man, because they're not going to obey it anyway. The only person that obeys it is me. That's it. Okay? It only applies to me. So, completely biased, boys. Completely and utterly biased. And I think the children's lawyer, completely biased, and the child psychologist, completely biased. Like, they fucking hate me, mate. They hate me. And I've never met them, never spoken to them. Everything they say or whatever is based on someone else's report. And I've read a lot of comments lately on TikTok videos. There's a couple of channels where the lady deals with men's or fathers' rights, you know, fathers' time with their children. And I went to the comments section, man, and I swear to God, I really regret not desktoping the pictures of it, because it clearly shows many men losing their case when it comes to the family report writer, the children's lawyer, and the children's psychologist. You know, my case was doing really good. I thought I had a good chance right up until then. And then once those three people meet, that's it. That's it, finished. Okay? So I think it's set up that way, boys. I don't think it's set up for you to be a good dad or father. It's set up for them to just find anything they can, anything, just anything that they can find, mate, to take your fatherhood from you. Okay? You know, they'll sit there going, in the interest of the children, rah, rah, rah. And apparently in their mind, the child never seeing their parent is in the best interest of the child. Like, how does that make sense to you, mate? You know what I mean? A child needs both parents, mate, man and woman, and they need them to be parents. Okay? You know, if you're trying to tell me, mate, that growing up without your father is a good fucking idea, then you're fucking wrong, cunt, and you grew up with your mum and dad. You did not grow up with your single fucking mother. I, on the other hand, was fucking lied to since I was a child. I was told so many lies about my fucking dad, and I was kept away from him for fucking my entire youth. Okay? And it wasn't until my mum went broke or some fucking shit, and then I had to go, and then my dad came and got me. All right, or I got out of balance with everything, and they came, and Dad came and got me. But I spent years and years without my dad in my life. My two oldest daughters, they spent all 10 years without me in their life. Mate, you got to be kidding me, aren't you? That does not do your child any value, bro. You may think it does, because you're such a brilliant person, you know, no one else can go past the woman. But there's nothing like a dad's love, is there? There's just not. You know, the way you grab your child, the way you deal with your child. Yeah, man, there's fucking, you know, that's your child, right? So, being forced to do it, man, to live that way is heartbreak. It's heartbreak, bro. And I think all men are in this same problem as me, man. Same in the UK. It's designed to destroy families. Yeah, it's designed to. I have to agree. Yeah, I would 100% agree. It is not designed to keep families together. It is designed to keep them apart. You know, and they only need one thing. They'll pluck one thing out of a report somewhere that somebody has said, and that overrides everything that you've done. Everything. Doesn't matter what paperwork you've done. You know, they've got a professional that says that you should never see your daughter again. Well, that's it. You know, that's it. You know what I mean? No, I think that I think that there's many cases out there, boys, many, where the men have been totally and utterly shafted when it comes to that particular part of your family court order. Okay? I really do, because the comments that I was reading were not just one comment, mate. It was comment after comment after comment, and they were all saying the same thing. You know, my case was great, but as soon as those two people stepped in, they are completely biased against men. They just hate men, and there was nothing good to say about me at all. Nothing. And then from that point onwards, my case just went down, and I lost. You know, they win, mate. These women fucking win, mate, based on their lies, based on their deception, and based on their ignoring the actual court order. Do you know what would happen if you, as a man, ignored the court order? Do you know what the fucking charges are, mate? You're in so much trouble, bro. You really, really are. Like, the judge is going to go off her head at you and send you away to complete the court order, and you're not allowed back in her courtroom until it's completed. You have to do everything that they're wanting you to do. Now, the other person also has a court order, mate. You know, the same fucking thing applies, but because it's a woman, she does not have to do anything. It's a real mind fuck, dudes. It is a real mind jam. I mean, you would think that then when they walked into court and they've done nothing, right? You'd think they'd get reprimanded. You'd think that they would get in some kind of reprimand, mate, you know, because they have ignored the court's orders completely. But no, there's nothing. The attention is turned straight back on you. It's your fault, okay? It's your fault, all right? And then when they've got a professional piece of paper telling them that it's your fault, well, then forget about it. That's what they'll hang on to, mate. They will hang on to that one piece of paper. And then in their mind, that overrides everything else. It overrides it. Look, I've got that one piece of paper. It says that he should never see his daughter again. And that overrides everything. Okay? Because they've got their one thing, mate. It was quite sad to read these comments. There was a lot of fathers, mate. A lot of fathers. And they were long stories. They weren't short stories, man. They were really long stories explaining what happened to them. And, you know, that's when I knew that I was not the only one. I thought it was just me. You know, they've picked me and they've looked at me and gone, no, you're a CUNT. Fucking don't like the look of you, right? I've never met any of these people, okay, ever. I've never met a single one of them. I've never been asked a question. I've never met them. Nothing, I promise you, on the Bible. So for them to know all about you and what you need to do and what you don't do and what, you know, what they think is best for your life is just, you know, I don't know how to put it into words, you know. But they think because they're professional and they've got little digits in front of their name and they're just so professional that their word overrides yours, you know. Their word is just worth so much more than you. And you're the father. You're the actual parent, mate. You're the mother or the father. Well, mothers don't have to worry about it. This is all on fathers, mate. It's all on fathers. A few tears can get a win. My brother's going through it right now. The ring was... what's that? The ring... The badge is lost. No, mate, it will frighten you. It will absolutely frighten you. Because they don't have to actually open their mouth. You know, they have all of these people in court protecting them and talking for them, you know, making arrangements for them. And you're expected just to sign, you know, just to agree to it and sign. And I don't agree, mate. I'll never sign a piece of paper that takes away... You know, I'm never allowed to see my daughter again. You want me to sign it? What are you, crazy? I'm not going to sign that. There's no way known. It's just not going to happen, boy. You know, and apparently they get offended when you say that to them. They get offended, brother. They get offended that you won't do what they say. They get offended at it. Don't you understand? They're taking it personally because they are just so entitled and so high up that how dare you question them? How dare you have an opinion that's different than them? And you're the parent, mate. Remember that. You're the parent. Okay, and I find it amazing, man, that those same people, they actually go home to their children. They get to go home to their children while they'll sit there telling you that you should never see your child again. Like, that is a fucking disgusting person, mate. It really is. I remember that meeting, mate. I remember that meeting very clearly. That I remember going there and being accused and being told that I've got this and I've got that and I did this and I've done that. And I'm just sitting there going, I didn't do any of that, lady. And I've never heard about any SA or SHing or SAing my daughter and my ex ever. That has never come up in court. I would never do anything like that. Oh, yes, you did, and you know you did, you know you're guilty, and I know that you did it, you know, you're a very serious thing. And they're like, mate, this person, fucking, you had no chance, mate. I knew within 10 minutes of sitting down and the person questioning me, because that's all it was. It was just accuse, and whatever I said, you know, you're a liar, and that's how it was written out. Even the answers that I gave the lady, she wrote down in the negative way, you know, like he's not taking accountability for his actions. What fucking actions? You asked me a question if I SA'd and SH'd and rah charges. I said I don't have that and I've never heard of that. And this person writes it down in her report like you're not accounting for your ability for what you've done. You know what I'm saying? You cannot fucking win, mate. You can't win. All right? Even when you totally deny it, you say there's no proof. What? Give me proof. Show me paperwork. Where are the charges? Where is anything that you're talking about? You know, they just ignore that part of it. You are automatically guilty. Automatically. Okay? And then when you answer them, you say, no, I didn't do that. I don't know what you're talking about, rah. They write it down in their report that he's not being accountable for his actions. You know, he still denies what he did. What the fuck are you talking about, lady? I still deny what I did? What the fuck are you talking about? What did I do? You saying I did that? Rah. And you've got no proof. No fucking nothing, mate. Yeah? Nothing. Just completely, you did this, you did that, you did this. And that's all they need. They don't need anything else. Because the reaction gives it power. Me denying it, me saying no, that didn't happen, me saying no, I would never do anything like that. That's given it enough power, mate. Right? So you were basically better off just to go there, keep your mouth fucking closed, and act like you're in a police interview. No comment. And you would probably still get into a lot of trouble. She would still sit there going, he's denying his actions, he's not taking accountability for it, he needs to go to the men's behaviour course, he needs to go back to psychiatric help. Like, fucking mate, are you kidding me? Psychiatric help? I said, and what would you like me to discuss? What do you think the topic should be? Okay? Like, you want me sitting there talking about my ex? Are you kidding me? That's fucking 6 years old. That's fucking 6 years old, boy. There's no fucking chance you would give anyone in your life that treated you like shit 6 years ago any power in your life now. They would have nothing in your life, okay? And then for these people to expect you to still be talking about, you know, rah, because they're just so great is ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. But they hold that against you, mate. He hasn't gone back to the thing, he hasn't done this, he hasn't done that. I don't need to do any of that. I have completed my court orders. I have done everything that I've been asked to do. I have the paperwork to prove it. And now you're saying that that's not good enough, that I need to go and do this and I need to go and do that. And it's everything but see your daughter. It's everything but talk to your daughter. I've got plenty of things for you to do to make me happy. Okay? But you're not going to see your kid. The idea is for you to never see your child. Okay? That's the whole ball game. That's the whole ball game. I've worked it out, man. It really is. There is no accountability. If they really cared, mate, if they really cared about the family unit, she would have been queried. Why haven't you completed the family court order? Why haven't you completed my court orders? You have done nothing, and I told them this was the court order that you had to obey. Okay? If they really cared, yeah, because then there would be some kind of a punishment. There was some, you know what I mean? The person would be reprimanded in some way, or told to go and obey the order, or told, you know what I mean? But they don't do that, because then you'd be reprimanding a woman. And they won't reprimand a woman, you see, because the woman is 100% perfect. She's perfect, brother. Only the man needs to change, okay? Only the man does. And you need to change according to whoever you're talking to make them happy. You've got to change. You've got to do this. You've got to do that. Whatever the fuck they tell you to do, mate, you've got to go and do it. To make them happy. You understand? To make them happy. Nothing to do with you. And then after you've done that, they're gonna have something else to complain. You know, they'll have your attitude is wrong, or your tone of speech is wrong, or, you know, I don't like how you said this, or, you know what I mean? You'll be sitting there like your entire life being judged by strangers that you could never keep happy. Okay? You can never keep happy, mate. Mate, you keep those country roads polished, all right? I got a pair of them. People go and spend $260 on a pair of fucking shoes, mate, and they don't even polish them. It fucking pisses me off, bro. It really does. You know, they're $260 a pair, bro. And then they wear them with all the fronters all chuffed up and all fucking kicked up, mate. It only takes a couple of minutes to polish your shoes, bro. I'm going for a job interview, bro. We're on our way for a job interview. That's what we're doing. That's what brought me here. And then after that, I'm going to go and get some materials for my mask, mate. Get some materials. Okay? Finish off that clown, brother. Being a cop would be pretty cool, eh, boys? Being a cop would be pretty cool. As far as I know, anyway. Oh, thank God, mate, I got through without paying. I just pretended. I pulled my wallet out and the lady opened the fucking gate up, mate. Oh, fucking, mate, it's good to be old. It's good to be old, mate. I like that, dude. Man, I love the fresher food, mate, the smell of the food. It's fucking nice here in Frankston, man, the food. Now she's getting a bit warm, mate. Hey, she's getting a bit fucking peaky out here. Fuck, mate, $12 for a egg and bacon muffin, mate. $12, man. For an egg and bacon muffin, mate. I want to meet a chick that's got tattoos, bro. I want to meet a chick that's got, like, really classy tattoos, mate. You know? I want to meet someone happy, mate. Someone that's smiling and happy. Am I too old for that now? You know what I mean? Am I too old for that now? To try and find some happiness, mate, a little bit of joy in my life. Someone that's, you know, charming and can talk and can hold a conversation, can speak English and hold a conversation. That would be nice, eh, boys? That would be different, you know, to actually have a conversation with the person, you know? Hi, how you doing? How's your day? Fucking, mate, you can never even have that. Just get ignored, bro. Just get ignored. Don't even look up. Just keep your eyes on your phone. Play your game. You know, I'm nobody after all. Fucking joke, bro. You know, all that negative energy, mate, that was produced, mate. All that negative energy that was just every single day. Negative energy. Can you imagine how it would have been, mate, if it was a positive energy relationship? You know, positive energy. You know, the person's doing their best for their family unit, to bring the family unit up. You know, like you've signed on, right? So, you know, like, you know, you're a grown-ass adult. It's not like the person dragged you to the fucking altar. You're a grown-ass fucking adult. So you think that you would say to yourself, right, well, I'm here, I'm signed up, I'm going to do the best I can. I'm going to do the best I can, right? Not from day one, fight the fight, mate. You know, you know what I mean? From day one. Fuck, from day one, mate. I remember in China, mate, I got fucking married, bro. And the next day, I'm in the spare room. The next fucking day, mate. There's no honeymoon. There's no kissy, cuddly. You know, that was all before you signed. Okay? And then as soon as you signed, that was the end of it. That was it. I was fucking heartbroken, mate. I really was. And I was in another country. I don't speak the fucking language. Yesterday I've got a person that's all happy and wants to go everywhere and do everything and go out every day. And now it's been signed on the line, mate. Doesn't want anything to do with you. Nothing. Will not be seen walking down the road with you. It's embarrassing to her to walk down the road with you. If I'd known that, mate, I could have married someone that would actually love me. You know, I could have been with somebody that actually liked being with me. You know what I mean? You know, there was no reason to put me through that. So a waste of fucking 8 years, waste of 6 years, I suppose. Just a complete waste. For me, anyway. And of course, how dare I talk about it? How dare I have an opinion? Okay? How dare I air my thoughts, mate? How dare I do that? Thanks, man. I love you too. I've got no chance, Terry. Fucking none, mate. I'm going to get nailed to the cross, bro. I'm going to get chopped and slaughtered, and the other side's just going to be sitting there totally silent, just like the last fucking 8 years. And everybody will protect them, and the person will get exactly what they want and walk out telling themselves how great and wonderful they are. But they had to fucking lie, mate. They had to lie to get what they want, mate. So I'll keep my social media open. I will have my daughter's pictures and videos and everything like that on my website. And then one day when my daughter is older, she will be able to see that Dad never did that. You know, Dad was always waiting for you and trying to find you. And, you know, I've got the proof, mate, yeah? Good morning to my children if they're watching today. Good morning, Kyra and Mia. Daddy loves you. Okay, I hope you have a good day and a good week. All right? And to all the lawyers that watch me, yeah, I don't give a fuck no more. I don't care no more. You guys lie your asses off. Okay? And you're completely biased. It doesn't matter what I did. It doesn't matter what, anything. You will find the reason to take my child from me. Anyway, enjoy your day. I've got to go and talk to this my job now for a little while, and then I'll come back online later when I get some paint. All right. Well, I've got to go and get some paint in a little while. So I'll see you in a little while, boys and girls.